Time to go, go, go again. $5.56. Oh well. As long as they know I'm trying, to get there on time. Oops. And good morning. Today is October 29th. First, we're halfway through the week. Usual, typical thing I say on a Wednesday. 50-50. And, halfway through. So, people are already putting up all these Christmas light signs everywhere. People want to put Christmas lights up. I do low-key want to put Christmas lights up this year. Despite setting everything else up, I do want to put up Christmas lights. I think I do. So, but anyway, so on next Saturday, I have to go and meet my cousin's dog. I've never met my cousin's dog before, so I'm going to be meeting the dog because my cousin Michael's going to Mexico, which I hope he stays safe up there because Mexico ain't no fucking joke either. Mexico's full of sick motherfuckers, man. So, but what place isn't, really? It's a little wet, so I'm trying to be courteous with my driving, so. Anyway, so yeah, I gotta go do that on Saturday. He called me a couple days ago. He called me like Monday night, asking if I could meet him on Saturday, and I told him, yeah, if I'm not doing anything. But yeah, for a whole week, he wants me to go and let his dog out, which is kind of sad, for the dog to have to sit in the cage all day. But But yeah, this dog's a pit bull, so I'm a little skittish with pit bulls. I like pit bulls, but it's funny because I'm skittish with pit bulls. So I know not to go right this time because I took the fucking freeway yesterday. So, because that road that I normally take is closed, so I need to go straight the whole way. Yeah, lesson learned. Yeah, because I'm not doing that again. So, anyway, yesterday, what I have going on yesterday. After work, I literally just showered and I just played PlayStation all day. After work, I'm just getting that out the way. I just played Spider-Man Miles Morales all day. Literally, I literally didn't do anything else after I got out. I've been really enjoying the Spider-Man games lately, since I platinumed the first one. I've been really trying to grind just on collecting everything, getting all the skins, playing through the story, even playing New Game Plus. I've been playing Spider-Man New Game Plus because those are the two achievements left, is play New Game Plus and beat it on ultimate difficulty. And I'm playing Miles Morales on the hardest difficulty. The first Spider-Man, I'm not. I'm playing on where there's veteran, there's the hard one. So I think it's amazing. It's the one below the hardest one that I beat Spider-Man. So it wants me to play on Ultimate. So I started a New Game Plus on Ultimate because I have everything on the first Spider-Man game. You know what I mean? So But Miles Morales, I'm just playing that shit on the hardest difficulty because, you know, I'm pretty much hella good at the first game. So I'm just, you know, and I kick ass on the hardest difficulty on Miles Morales. So, again, the characters are slightly annoying in Miles Morales, but, you know, when I first played that game, Miles Morales' voice used to annoy the shit out of me. His voice used to annoy the shit out of me. Why are these lights fucking blinding me right now? Like, for real. Yeah, Miles Morales' voice. Before I played Spider-Man, before I bought the original, well, the remaster to the first one, when I played, I kind of was just going in blind, but I was like, man, I need to play the first game first before I play Miles Morales so I don't get spoiled with AMA. And I was playing Miles Morales, man, and the voices are just so obnoxiously annoying. But this was before I played the first game. You know, Miles Morales, he has this very 13-year-old teenage voice and a 17-year-old body. It's just like, bro, I'm 17 years old already. I hit puberty, motherfuckers. I'm Spider-Man, you know? Like, sound like fucking Spider-Man. You know, I'm swinging here. Sound fucking like a man. Don't sound like a boy. You know what I mean? But Miles Morales tries to sound like a man. I saved the day, ma'am. No worries, man. Like, he tries to sound like he has a deeper voice, because you can't help if you don't have a deeper voice. I'm just saying, for the people who made the game, they could have gave him a deeper voice, but I get it. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you know, they're teenagers. Don't do it, bro. Don't you fucking do it, bro. That van really wanted to do it, and I'm like going, so I'm like, don't do it, dude. It's a green light for me. Sorry, he might have not did it. He just was probably stopping, but it looked like he was gonna do it. He looked like he was gonna go, and you can't do that. So I get a little paranoid sometimes with that. But he probably had no intention of going. But anyway, work yesterday. It was chill. Again, it was just a regular day. I swear, man, everybody cracks me up in this group that I work. I didn't see Dave at all. I still haven't seen Kyle since I no longer work on the group. He doesn't really text me that much either, but I get it, you know, we just got to go on with our lives, you know. So I told him that I would hang out with him, but I never really got around to it. So sorry, Kyle, but yeah, you know, I've been liking the group that I have been working with. They're funny as fuck, bro. Christina's funny. I hate the day when she would have to go, but I get it, you know what I mean? Because they really don't want two people working there. But, I mean, you never know, you know, because the hospital can do it. But yeah, you know, Minda's gone for the next 3 days, so she's just relaxing, having a 5-day weekend, while we have to take over her area, you know, so Christina and I are just going to be teaming up on both areas, and we'll get done what we get done. If people don't like it, they can fucking cry about it, or clean it up themselves. You know what I mean? But we'll get done what we can, you know, so. Yeah, we'll figure out how to get around and do it. Yeah. But yeah, yesterday, man, fucking Christina, man, she cracks me up, dude. She's hella funny. The people I work with are so damn funny. Maria can be a little annoying, though, but she's funny, on the other hand. She's not as bad as Jeannie. Maria's a little annoying, slightly. Just a little bit. But you can't really be mad at her too much. She's a girl who doesn't want trouble, but she tends to bring trouble. But she's not trying to make trouble. You know, she's not a very confrontive person, like... And she's not a bitch like Jeannie, and she does the work. She does her work. You know, Jeannie will not get her work done. So Maria can be a little annoying sometimes. I got irritated with her once already, and I told Christina and Minda that, because we had a flood. Like, one of the toilets in the dentist area, I guess, got backed up or clogged, so they had to do work on it. And when we went there, it had to be done now, and Maria didn't want to do it now. She wanted to do it later, but it has to be done now. So even Christina was getting annoyed with her a little bit because we were trying to get this toilet done, and Maria walks away. She walks away, and she just didn't even stick around, So Maria's an old Hispanic lady from Mexico. I think she's relatively new because she's very high accented, very high accented. I don't want no trouble. Yeah, she keeps. What annoys me too is I don't know what it is with older women who keep thinking like this, but because you're a man, you can do more. I told Maria that no, we all can do it. I've told Maria, but not irritatedly. I was like, oh yeah, we can all do it. Every time she says you can do it, I'm like, yeah, we can all do it. You know what I mean? But that's just so she doesn't think that I can do everything, so she doesn't have to. You know what I mean? That's not how it works. But yeah, you're a man, you're young. So what? You work the same fucking job I do. You know what I mean? I don't really care about that. I don't call you a woman and, you clean the bathrooms better, Just saying, I'm just using that as an example. Oh, you do the bathrooms, you clean them better. Women clean them better. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, stop. Older women got to stop throwing that in guys' faces, because that's already happened to me like 3 times. A Vietnamese lady at the ABM, I forgot, Socon, I think her name was Sacone or Socon. Yeah, Sacone. I got after her ass, and she quit a week later. Because it's just like, I'm a man, but it doesn't mean you can't fucking do shit either. That's why you join the job, because you're physically able to. You don't just join a job and not be expected to do it. Help me close everything down. Just because I'm a man doesn't mean you can't help close stuff down. You know what I mean? And then there was Chong. Chong was the same way, but she was ass backwards with it. She wasn't like, oh, men can do it, they're better, you're younger. Chong was like, women are better. Chong was the opposite. So Chong actually didn't want us to do the bathrooms because women do it better, supposedly. Damn it, 5:57. Sorry guys, I might have to sneak by a couple of garbage trucks. Sorry, brother. I gotta sneak by these garbage trucks. Alright, so, but yeah, it's just like, Chong was the opposite. Chong doesn't like men, but isn't encouraging because you're a young man. She's the kind who is like, young men suck at cleaning bathrooms, or men suck at cleaning bathrooms and they're not as good as women. And she treated Jeannie so well only for the fact that she was a woman, and that's why Jeannie and Chong like each other so much. And it's just like, she's sexist, but in the ass backwards way, but in the correct way. And then there's Maria, who is kind of the same as Sacone, but Maria does her own thing. She actually gets her stuff done. Sacone will not do the bathrooms, and Sacone will not get the recycling. And heavy things I understand if things get heavy, but if you have the ability to pull something, it's just like, do it, man. She would literally walk in front of a garbage can while I'm behind her, look at me, point at the garbage, and then walk away, and there's a big old ball of fucking tape in there. That's when I got upset with her. That's right. She didn't even want to grab the ball of tape. Like, bro. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, and I have to thank Amino for her stupid ass, too. For really making it difficult on people, too. But that's a whole chapter that's long done already. Everybody was fucking happy Amino was gone. Yeah, fucking Amino, bro. That girl was a very dumb little broad, man. She was a very dumb little broad and a very, very selfish broad. Very selfish little lady. She was a little Muslim lady. Had her hair covered, her face covered, you know. Wore the typical Muslim gear, you know. And it's just like, you know what? Bro, get the fuck out of here, you know. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this rant. I'm not even trying to rant at all. I was just saying that Minda's basically leaving for the next few days. So Christina and I are actually doing both sides, Lobby and Minda's side, which we'll do what we can. You know, I told Christina, we'll just do what we can, you know. I mean, you know, I'm following her. I told her, I'm just doing whatever you do, you know, whatever you want to do. Because I really don't care, you know. We got to get it all done anyway. So how she wants to do it during the day, I don't really care, you know. I just want to get it done, get her done and over with, you know. So, but it was chill yesterday, you know. Maria, man, Christina kept wanting to mess with her, but not in a bullying way, you know, but in like a playful way, you know. We would stand around the corner and wait for Maria and be like, Maria. And Maria would be hella surprised and just like, whoa, what? And it would be funny as hell, honestly. It'd be hella funny. So, but yeah, you know. Yeah, Maria's hella funny, bro. Lazy. I don't know why I think she calls Christina lazy just to be funny. But, yeah, you know, she's got some kind of sense of humor. But yeah, after that, after work, shit, I just went home. I went home and I did my own thing, you know. I just went home and did my own, took a shower, and then I played PlayStation after that. I really don't know what else. Fell asleep close to 10 o'clock-ish. I had a bit of, I'm not going to lie, this morning I had a bit of trouble waking up. I genuinely did, because I did not feel like I got enough sleep this time. Because, man, it felt way too fast, honestly. Like I felt like I woke up in the middle of the night. That's how much I felt like I didn't sleep enough, right? And my mom comes in, turns the light on, and puts my shirt that I'm wearing on my chair, and she, you know, wakes me up, and I'm just like, oh my god, really? I'm still half asleep, bro. Why do I feel so sleepy? And I couldn't wake up for like 10 minutes. I was just like, ugh. Oh yeah, and I can't blame the soldiers for this, but I got a little irritated when I left work yesterday. I got a little irritated. I'll admit, I guess it was a bit of envy. I don't actually know. I gotta really get over shit like that. But I know these soldiers don't get to keep their firearms and stuff like that. I know they don't get to keep their rifles and stuff like that. But when they were firing off like fully automatic weapons yesterday or some shit, they were firing off like M4s and M249s and shit like that, you know, because man, it sounded crazy, you know. They were like training for like an hour or two or something, or about a half an hour, I don't know, because we got out at like 2:05, 2:10, between 2 and 2:10, and when we got outside, yeah, there was machine gun fire, you know, but it was training. So that's the first I've ever heard of that. I've been wanting to hear it, but at the same time I didn't. But when I heard all the fully automatic shooting, I got irritated. I was just like, man, these fucking soldiers are lucky, but at the same time they're not. You know what I mean? They're lucky, but they're not. They're lucky they get to shoot this shit, but they're not at the same time, because they don't get to keep it. They don't even get to keep their own firearms. They have to keep their firearms locked up, like in their armory, if they take it with them, which they're not gonna get out of me. You know, they're not gonna get me to do that if I join the military. I'd rather keep my guns with my family at that point, honestly. Yeah, I'd rather keep my guns with my family, honestly, by then, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, it was chill. I got a little irritated about that, but I went home. That PlayStation, relaxed the rest of the day, and then at like 8 o'clock, 8:30, somewhere around that, I got off. So, yeah. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. Or week, you know, because I have been lacking hard on uploading these fucking videos. So, yeah. But anyway, y'all have a good one in general, I guess.